So yesterday I had a very interesting conversation with one of my students. The guy has literally gone from like zero with his agency to 10K plus per month. And he was telling me how it feels kind of wrong, right? Because he's not working that much on his agency. Maybe he's working 2 to maybe max 3 hours a day. And he goes and tells me, Jaime, it kind of feels wrong. I feel like I should be doing more. I feel like I should be, like, I feel like I don't deserve this sort of quote unquote success. You know, he's done that in less than 3 months. And he was telling me how he feels like he doesn't deserve it, right? And so what I told him might surprise a lot of you, but I think, you know, it was definitely very insightful for him. And what I told him was, the first thing you need to understand about money is that we've been conditioned by society to think that getting to 10K per month, getting to 20K per month should be hard and laborious, right? It should take a lot of time as well. And I told him that that's not really the case, right? Simple things, simple skills, fancy fails, right? And so you want to keep things simple. And oftentimes the most simple business models are the ones that work the best and are the ones that are the easiest to scale. A lot of people focus on fancy things, especially with, you know, the Web 3.0 craze, NFTs and cryptos and all this shit, right? Yet some of the easiest things to scale are the most simple business models, like the agency model, right? All we're doing is we're offering a service to businesses. We're doing paid ads for e-com businesses, and we're helping them scale. It doesn't really get more simple than that, right? So that's the first thing that I told him. The second thing is, in the online business space and really in the agency space, we've also been conditioned to think that the agency life is hard and it should take a bunch of time, right? For example, a lot of people are very focused on output, right? They're focused on sending out and banging out hundreds of cold emails and hundreds of cold calls, and you just have to get your numbers in, you just have to get your cold calls done, and that is a successful thing. And so they spend 6 to 8 hours doing things that are not really optimized. Whereas if you focus on asymmetric return activities, which are creating systems that require little input and produce quite a lot of output, like for example, my automated sales funnel, an organic profile funnel that gets clients coming to you with the use of a profile, with the use of content, with the use of appointment setting through DMs, then you can actually use these asymmetric activities to, again, put in little input, put in little time. Once you've created this system, that may take a little bit more time. Once you've created the system, all you have to do is just put in a bunch of input, little input, right, and get a lot of output out. And that system may require 1 to 2 hours a day of just simple management. And so that's the second thing that I told them, that when you have the right systems and you focus on asymmetric activities, it becomes a whole lot easier. And the third thing that I told him that really changed his mindset and made him just more at peace was that we don't get paid on based on time, right? So we don't get paid based on our time input. We get paid based on the value that we create. And so one of the things about an agency is we could spend an hour, right? We could spend an hour on a campaign, and that campaign could generate our clients 100K in the next 30 days, right? And so that 1 hour of our time is worth 100K in revenue for our clients. And so one of the great things about an agency is that we don't get paid on time, we get paid on value. And that's the great thing about being an agency owner versus, for example, a freelancer. A freelancer charges for their time, right? We don't charge for our time, we charge based on value, right? And the same thing applies as a business owner within our day-to-day activities, right? For example, we buy our time back by delegating the service delivery to others, and instead we can focus that time on revenue-generating activities like booking the meetings and really making sure that you create an incredible ecosystem, incredible systems and processes for clients to thrive in and for team members to really be happy and do their best work. That's the third thing that I told him. And the fourth thing that I also told him was simply that you shouldn't feel bad, because the agency model should never be the type of time-intensive labor and the type of time-intensive, energy-intensive business. It simply isn't, right? It's a cash flow, really cash flow positive business, a lifestyle business, the type of business that, creates your dream lifestyle, and you can decide what to do after that, right? A lot of people love to bring on more complexity into their life because they like to build cool shit. That's kind of me, right? And so, I built my agency. It brought me the lifestyle that I've always wanted, and I got the cool things that I wanted to. I got to travel to the cool places that I wanted to, and then I was like, okay, what can I put? Where can I put all this capital, all this, knowledge, all these connections that I've garnered throughout my agency, a career, right? And throughout my agency time, I still actively run my agency, right? But where can I put all this capital, all this, incredible connections? Where can I put it next, right? And that's when I decided to create my e-com brands, which is also a great, leeway from an e-com agency, because it's kind of like just a very seamless transition. But my point is, the agency should never be one of those like startups that you start with your friends in the garage and you guys, sleep under the table on a shitty mattress, right? And you pull all-nighters to create, right? We're not building a Microsoft. You can do that later in your entrepreneurship journey. Or a lot of people, they make the money, they buy the lifestyle that they always wanted, and they're chilling, they're happy, right? And so that's the fourth thing that you need to be aware of, the fact that the agency model is a lifestyle, cash flow, positive business model, and there's a lot of beauty in it. So that is that for this video. If you're scaling your agency, if you have the right systems, if you're my mentorship and you're scaling past 10K per month in record-breaking time, and you feel bad because you're not, working 8-hour, 10, 12-hour days, don't be, right? Because this whole hustle culture of like banging out hundreds of cold emails for 6 to 8 hours a day, just backwards, right? If you focus on the right systems, if you understand that we don't get paid based on our time, but based on our value, if you get rid of the limiting beliefs that society has placed on us, the fact that it should be hard and time intensive, then once you get to 10K per month with right systems and processes, and you're spending 2 to 3 hours a day, you'll be more than happy. If you've enjoyed this video and you're not part of my free Facebook community, I am going live pretty much every single day on that community, dropping value bombs with free trainings that I'm not posting anywhere else. So you can go ahead and apply. We're pretty picky with the people that we let into the community. We want to keep it tight. We want to keep it very high quality. And so you can go ahead and apply with the link in the description. Fill in a bunch of the questions that you'll see. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.